buttload of car wax.
Get ready to match the stars from The Love Boat, Bernie Kopell, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Riley, from Barnaby Jones, Lee Meriwether, from Family Feud, Richard Dawson, and Betty White, as we play the star-studded big money match game PM. And now, here's the star of match game PM, Gene Rivers.
Thank you, John Bolton and friends. Oh, I got the old skinny mic back again. Isn't that nice? It feels good. Say, you're a lively bunch, and oh, what a beautiful people. What beautiful people you are.
Cute.
Look at this. What grand elegance. Holy mackerel. Now let's say hello to Connie Allen and Jim O'Donoghue. We greet you both. We'd like to find out a little bit about each of you before we begin. And Jim, we'll begin with you. Tell us anything you care to tell us about yourself.
Well, Gene, I sell insurance so that I can keep 5 little girls in dresses and 1 little boy in sneakers.
Yeah?
I coach Little League. That's so I can have some boys to talk to once in a while.
Right.
And I live here in L.A.
Well, we welcome you, sir. And now let's find out about this lady.
Well, I'm married to a wonderful husband. I
Yes?
have no children. I live in Reno, Nevada, and I'm employed there at the casino as a 21 and crap dealer. And it's my pleasure to be here.
There she is. She's a dealer. Okay, now here on Match Game PM, each of you will have 3 opportunities to match as many of the high rollers over there as you possibly can. The one who's done that most often at the end of the 3rd round will be the winner. Then that person will go on to play the big money super match, which can pay off over $10,000. There we go. Good luck to both of you. Jim will ask you to go first. You may have A or B.
I'll start with B, Gene.
B it is. It says, Jake really got even with his mother-in-law. While she was taking a bath, Jake slipped a blank into the tub. And that's how he got even with his mother-in-law.
Will you be long, Charles?
Jim, Jake really got even with his mother-in-law. While she was taking a bath, Jake slipped a blank into the tub.
If I were doing it, I'd slip a frog into her bathtub.
A frog.
A frog.
That would frighten her.
Yes, it would.
Frog in the throat, huh?
Slimy little rascal swimming around there would scare the heck out of her.
Yeah, I had Jake being really diabolic and slipping a fish into the tub.
A fish. Aha.
Very good, Bernie.
Right.
A pagoda.
A pagoda, yes. A fish. You got it, didn't you? Now, Brett.
I guess I misunderstood. I thought this was a seafaring question. I said he slipped a sailor into the tub.
Oh. She might have liked that. What do you say?
I happen to know that you-know-who is not wearing a you-know-what, so tonight all her answers will be on the raunchy side. A plugged-in radio.
That's excellent. That's one way to get even with her. Now, don't boo that. That happens to be a good choice there.
They like sailor.
While
Let them
Jake
alone.
got even with his mother-in-law, while she was taking a bath, he slipped a blank into the tub.
Jake, being what he was, put in a snake.
Oh. Oh.
Yes.
Well,
The
no
rake.
comment on that. Richard?
The only way to do it really well is a piranha.
Piranha! Right. There
That way
he
you
was.
don't ruin a good radio.
Yes, sure. Nibbling away there. Yes, Miss Betty.
frog would make her hoppy, but I said an asp.
An asp. Yeah. Slipped, I see. Well, all right. Now we've got this one for Connie Allen. Now, friends, everyone knows that Betty White loves animals. That is a well-known fact. But Betty is also a terrific animal trainer. She's even taught Alan Ludden to blank. You are aware of all of these facts? Well, she's even taught Alan Ludden to blank. Well, hello, Connie. Hello. Would you like to play this game?
I would.
Well, here's
very
what we
much.
do. Everyone knows that Betty White loves animals, but Betty's also a terrific animal trainer. Why, she's even taught Alan Ludden to blank.
To bark.
To bark. Really? Okay.
Absolutely.
What did you say?
I said that she taught Alan Ludden to sit, lie down, and roll over.
Sit, lie down. He covered all bases. Right. Now, you know the two defendants in question here. What do you say?
Well, he's always been snappy, so he knows how to bark. I said she taught him how to breed.
Oh.
Here we go.
Yes.
She taught him how to go in the Wall Street Journal. If you get what I mean.
Yes, I understand, Charles. And the Wall Street Journal is going to be very happy to hear about that. Now, are you ready for this one? No. Everyone knows Betty's a terrific animal lover and an animal trainer. She even taught Alan Ludden to...
Knowing very little about their home life, I always assumed that she could make him sit up and beg.
Sit up and beg. Oh. Well, she is a very attractive lady. I would sit up and beg for her, wouldn't you, Richard?
He stopped me yesterday, asked me for $2. Beg.
Beg, yes. All right, now tell us the truth.
Do you know what you're doing to that poor man who's home cooking dinner? Do you know? I'm having trouble with the sit and lie down, Bernie, but roll over, he's getting better.
So there we are at the end of round one, and we've had a lot of fun, but no one scored yet. That will happen a little bit later. Right now, this for you.
It's time to register. And so much more.
Now, everyone who appears on this side of the stage will receive this home version of the match game. There it is. Thank you very much, Jake. Now, we'll go to round two, and since the score is tied zip to zip here, and Jim went first last time, Connie will ask you to go first this time.
B, please.
All right. What does B say? B says, the farm boy said, someday I'm going to be an alligator wrestler, but I'm starting off slow. Every afternoon I wrestle Farmer Brown's blank. Someday I'm going to be an alligator wrestler, but I'm alligator wrestler, but I'm starting off slow. Every afternoon I wrestle Farmer Brown's blank. Okay, Connie. The farm boy said, someday I'm going to be an alligator wrestler, but I'm starting off slow. Every afternoon I wrestle Farmer Brown's blank.
Cowboy boots.
What?
Cowboy boots? Alligator cowboy boots?
Cowboy boots. She knows when she's wrong. You don't have to overdo it there.
What did she say?
She said, I wrestle Farmer Brown's cowboy boots. Wrestle. Did you understand the question? Maybe you didn't. Maybe I don't talk plain.
They have alligator
boots.
Oh, they do? Oh, I see. All right.
What you were thinking of?
Boots made out of alligators. Is that what you had in mind? Oh, I see.
It was better than you thought it was.
Oh, yes. I've never seen a pair of alligator boots. Yes. What do you say?
First of all, as a doctor, I may have to tranquilize this audience.
Yes, I hope you would.
I have wrestled the Farmer
Brown's daughter. I had something like that in mind also.
Well, I started to say Farmer Brown's alligator purse, but then I realized he didn't carry one. So I said he wrestled his wife.
Okay. Those are the things I was thinking of. That's why I was so taken aback by boots. Yes, sir.
I said daughter, too.
Daughter. Right? Every afternoon I wrestle Farmer Brown's...
Isn't there a Farmer Brown who has a sausage farm and the whole thing? I don't know. Piggies.
Piggy? Well, that would be less dangerous than an alligator, I suppose.
Yes. Starting
Step
small.
by step.
Starting
Richard?
small.
He wrestled his daughter until she died. And then they made her into a very nice pair of boots for an alligator.
Aha!
He's a very close friend of mine.
Okay, Betty.
Hit me. Wife.
Wife. No cowboy boots there at all. All right, now let's see what we've got for old Jim over here. This is your second rounder. Lefty said, if Bugsy's the best safecracker in the business, how come he spent the last 2 hours trying to open his blank? All right, Jim, we're ready for you. Lefty said, hey, if Bugsy's the best safecracker in the business, how come he spent the last 2 hours trying to open his blank?
I think he probably had trouble opening his car.
His car?
His car.
His car. The deeper we get into this game, the more apparent it becomes we're going to end up in a scoreless tie. Yes. Yes, Bernie?
I thought he spent the last 2 hours trying to open his fly.
Is that what it says there?
What it says.
What do you got? A fly.
You got it.
2 flies.
I don't care if I do fly.
I don't. Yes, Charles?
Bernie, you do a wonderful heavy man, too.
That's 3 of those. 3 flies. Did that cross your mind at all, Jim?
Yes, it
And
did.
you rejected it?
Yes.
Well, we tell you here, trust your first instinct. What do you say? Fly. How come he spent the last 2 hours trying to open his blank?
I'd say to both of you at this time, trust any instinct that comes by. Fly.
Fly. Right.
We have guiding light coming up behind us.
All right, Betty.
I don't mind being wrong, but when I'm wrong from everybody, door.
Door. He's trying to get into his front door. That's another reasonable answer.
I deserve
Not
it.
a booable answer, if you please. Here. Now, the score is still tied. Connie, you went first this time. Jim will ask you to go first this time.
I'll go with B.
B. All right, here we go. Fred said. Fred said, that new doctor is the dumbest doctor I ever saw. He tried to take my pulse by holding my blank. Fred is speaking. He says, that's the dumbest doctor I ever saw. He tried to take my pulse by holding my blank. All right. Now, Jim, I've read it 87 times.
Yes,
I really
sir.
don't have to repeat it again for you, do I?
No,
You do have an answer.
I've got another dumb
Would you
answer.
say your answer now, please?
Yes, I'm going to say holding my hand.
Holding my hand.
Yes.
Jim, that's the way one does take a pulse.
No, you hold my wrist.
Oh, holding a wrist. Oh, I see. Okay. He says, holding my hand, Bernie.
Well, Fred, being so dumb, wouldn't do it the proper way. He would maybe
Hold his nose. That would be a dumb way to do it. Right. What's another dumb way of taking a pulse?
Is it Easter yet?
No.
Well, I've got some hot cross buns.
Oh. Took my pulse by holding my buns. Okay.
Jim, this will come as a surprise to you and to the man that works the electronics on the show. We're going to see if the green light can still go on. Hand.
Oh, the green light still can go on. He lit his light. What do you say to this, Lee? Took my pulse by holding my...
Wife?
My wife. That would be an interesting way. Richard?
The second wife.
2 wives. Yeah.
Tall woman, alligator boots.
By a previous marriage.
Yeah,
Yes.
go on.
Wore the alligator shoes.
Boots.
Yes.
Boots.
Boots.
Yeah.
Right.
Holding,
What do you say to that?
Holding his wife, my foot.
Oh, my foot. All right, Jim, you picked up 1. Now, Connie, you're in a very good position here because you can tie it with 1 or you can win it with 2. Getting 2 isn't easy normally, but...
Sure.
All right. Thelma said to the fortune teller, "Some fortune teller you are. Ha! You told me I'd meet a tall, dark man who would make me rich. Well, all I met was a short, fat man who made me blank." Some fortune teller you are.
Easy for you.
It's very easy. Thelma said to the fortune teller, "Some fortune teller you are. Ho, ho, ho. You told me I'd meet a tall, dark man who'd make me rich. All I met was a short, fat man who made me blank."
Poor?
Poor? You still got a chance. It may be a pitcher's duel, and you're going to win it 1-0.
Where the game player's coming from.
Right. What do you say? Bernie, please say something.
You will meet a short, fat man who will make you pregnant.
Pregnant. Right?
They'll never get that far. She met a short, dark man who made her sick.
Sick. Okay, Charles.
This will come as a surprise to Connie and to the judges. They will see if the red light still works. Poor.
Poor. We got a tie. 1-1 is the score. One more pauper will win the game for her. Yes.
Pregnant.
Pregnant. Sick.
Preggy.
Pregnant. Okay. There we go. End up in a tie. 1-1. Wasn't it exciting? I will tell you about the tie after this. Now, here's the way it goes. We don't have time to play our regular tiebreaker, so we'll play sudden death. The first one of you to score a match will be the winner. We have one tie-breaking question for both of you here, and you'll be playing with our three regulars, Brett, Charles, and Richard. And for this, the two of you will write your answers. Our celebrities will give verbal responses. Ready? Here we go. Quick as blank. Quick as blank. Put it in the slot facing you. That's right. All right. Now come over here and call on Brett first. What do you say to this? Quick as...
Quick as a wink.
Quick as a wink. Have we got that over there? No. Charles?
Why am I always the one that gets a little action? Quick as lightning.
Quick as lightning. Connie Allen is the winner. All right, there's quick as lightning. What did you have over here? Quick as a cat. Come on down, Connie. All right. Jim O'Donoghue, we're going to be sending some gifts your way. We thank you very much for being here on Match Game PM. Jim O'Donoghue, ladies and gentlemen. There it goes. Okay. Here it is. Now, you can win a whole big bundle of money right here, Connie. Now, to do that, we're going to have two audience matches for you. I want to point out what you win in these audience matches will be multiplied by 10. That'll be the final dollar figure you'll be playing for. Good luck to you. We polled the studio audience not too long ago and said, write down your best answer to this. Blank jacks. You get $500 for matching the most popular response, $250 for the second, and $100 for the third. 3 of our 6 stars will help you.
I would like to pick on Charles first, please.
One-eyed Jack.
One-eyed Jack.
Brett, please.
Brett?
Just a minute, sweetheart.
Yes.
Oh, well, what good? Oh, blackjacks.
Blackjacks. All right.
And Richard, please.
Flapjack.
Flapjacks. So we got flapjacks, blackjacks, and one-eyed jacks are the 3 they've given you. You have the option of choosing one of those or rejecting all of them and giving us one of your own. What is your pleasure?
Flapjacks, please.
You want flapjacks. That's the one that Richard gave you. Let's find out if it's up there, and if so, where. They don't think it's going to be there. May we see the $100 number? Cracker Jacks. That's a good one. May we see the next one, please? Ball and Jacks. Aren't these all familiar, wonderful answers that we're getting here? All right, slide the big one. Jumping Jacks. Gee, I'm sorry about that, Connie. You didn't win anything at all there, but you still got another shot at it, and you could still win a pretty big bundle here. Okay, Ari, slide it. Tell it blank. All right? Whom do you want this time?
Richard, please.
Tell it to the judge.
Tell it to the judge.
Charles, please.
Tell it to the Marines.
Yeah.
And Bernie, please.
Tell it like it is.
Okay, tell it like it is. Tell it to the judge and tell it to the Marines. What do you say to that?
I'll go with Bernie. Tell it like it is.
Okay. Tell it like it is what we want. Let's begin at the bottom and reveal the $100 response. Tell it to the judge is one they gave you. May we see the next one, please? Tell it to the Marines. You got 2 out of the 3 the stars gave you. All right, here we go. Yeah! Attaboy, Bernie! Now, Connie's won $500. Now that means we multiply that by 10 makes $5,000. That's the pot you're shooting for. You got to match one celebrity exactly in order to collect. Which one will it be?
Richard, please.
All right, good luck to you. Stand on the blue dot facing me, and I'll get the question worth $5,000. Here it is. Blank sitter. S-I-T-T-E-R. Blank sitter. Okay, now, Connie, give us the answer that Richard has written on the card, and if it's the same one, you get $5,000.
Babysitter.
Babysitter. Well, I think they think you've got it. We'll find out right now. Richard, she says babysitter. What do you say?
I was thinking of people that sat at the top of flagpoles.
Flagpole sitters.
Well, they have to hire babies.
We have a total of $5,500. Congratulations to Connie Allen and all of her friends. Now we've got a little message for you.
Go bad.
Connie Allen is very happy. She's got a bundle of money. I hope you'll join us next week for Match Game PM. We'll have another bunch of beautiful stars like these. More money giveaway. Gene Rayburn here. Goodbye.
Some contestants will receive the Codaphone Message Center, a beautiful decorated telephone with built-in automatic answering system. You'll never miss an important call with Codaphone. And the Maxi-Pedic by Simmons, designed in cooperation with an orthopedic surgeon, featuring a built-in bedboard in the box spring for super comfort and support from Simmons. And Nashville-style Mott's applesauce, a special apple blend without added sugar or preservatives, for the calorie conscious of those preferring natural foods. And Simonide, the first great name in car waxes, available in pre-softened liquid form. There are shines and there are Simonide shines. And Olympic overcoats made to help cover old paint for good with a tough acrylic finish that lasts for years. Put on the overcoat, Olympic overcoat. And Gum Out Carburetor Cleaner helps keep your car free from slow starts, bucking, and stalling. In the tank and all the linkies, Gum Out helps make your car a smooth performer. This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game PM, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.